What's up, everybody? It's Jay. I'm the client success manager here at Root. And if you reach out to us, I'll most likely be the first person you talk to. Welcome to Advisor Unplugged, where we give you a behind the scenes sneak peek at the real humans behind the planning. Let's be honest, one of the biggest reasons we choose an advisor is because of trust. So we're having these chats so you can get to know our team before you ever hop on a call. This week, we're meeting with an incredible advisor, JT Trimble out of Virginia, who's one of our longest employees here at Root. Let's dive in. Welcome to the show, my guy, JT Trimble, coming to us live and direct from Leesburg, Virginia, right, JT?
Leesburg, Virginia.
How are you, my friend?
Man, I'm so good. Like we were talking about just before we started, it's cooled off, and I am so thankful it's cooled off because the heat and humidity I was not born and raised in. So I'm thankful it's abating lately.
You know, I didn't realize till recently that you're actually from Colorado.
I'm literally, I think, the only person at Root born and raised in Colorado.
Wasn't JJ as well?
Oh, was JJ raised there? I don't remember.
I think he's a Colorado guy.
I can't remember if he was born there or not. For some reason, I wanted to say he was somewhere else, but
Wait, so what part of Colorado are you from?
Littleton, Colorado.
Littleton, Colorado. Okay. And then how the heck did you end up in Virginia?
Well, my wife is from Pennsylvania,
Right.
and I really enjoyed staying married. So when she wanted to move
With you.
back east, I fought it for a little bit, and then we ended up summer of 2018 moving out here. It's actually kind of crazy because where we moved from, our house is literally about 5 or 6 blocks from where Paul currently lives.
Are you serious?
I'm being dead serious.
That's a small world. And I've
Yeah,
spoken with the other Colorado because I think we have 7 Rudies in the greater Denver area now.
yeah.
So man, you left at the the wrong time. But that's okay. You still have roots there. And Virginia's a cool place, right? You're enjoying your time there?
We actually moved to a really similar spot.
Yeah.
It's a small town. Well, it's got a small downtown, just like Littleton does. So
Okay.
Littleton, Colorado, and Leesburg have these small downtowns, lots of like local parades, local
Love that.
events, whatnot. We can walk from our house to downtown Leesburg, and it's like a 10-minute walk.
So it
Um,
feels like super mom and pop Americana.
yeah,
I love that
absolutely,
stuff. I love that
100%.
stuff. Give me a little downtown, like a quaint downtown. You can cruise around,
Yeah.
go to a local eatery. Yeah, like you said, they do the parades. It feels awesome. It's like very
Dude, we
old
have a
school.
parade for almost every holiday of the year, and there's, like, now, like, 4 coffee shops downtown, so there's
Oh,
always options. The restaurants are really great. Dude,
really?
we're downtown all the time.
And I always joke with people that JT has a almost a hockey team worth of kids, a lot of kids. He went double the amount that I went. So we got 4 kids. What's the order like? What's the ages? Boys, girls?
We Yeah, we pretty much planned it. So, it's boy, girl, boy, girl.
Okay.
The ages are 9, 7, 5, and 3
Holy
presently. So, like, I don't know that it could have gone any more to plan. So, there's
That's
Sullivan, Violet, Judah, and Laney Joe.
wow. So the spread is 3-9.
Yeah.
That's a nice spread. And I would still say it's funny because you're part of your younger kids you're still kind of, we call it in the trenches a little bit, right?
Yeah.
There's a different level of activity there than from when you're 9-year-old, and
Oh,
which
yeah.
is they're all fun phases, but I'm in that, my kids are 10 and 12.
Yeah.
So I'm in a really fun phase where it's like you could travel with them.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
so adventurous.
Well,
It's
and you're, like, in the midst of prime travel age.
prime.
Like, we just got out of diapers, so now we are like, literally this year got out of diapers, and so we're in the entering prime travel years. Had 2 road trips this summer, one to
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, one to Ohio. Soon, in the next couple of weeks, we'll have one more down in North Carolina. Um,
So
but
when
we're
you
looking forward to it.
what kind of vehicle are we having to use to transport the team?
Dude, the Honda Odyssey. We are
Yes,
part
dude.
of the minivan mafia.
You
No lie.
are
Oh, yeah.
loud and proud.
Loud and proud. Well, we only have one car right now too. That's like a totally random story, but the short version is I was working remote before Root, and on my way home one night with a buddy of mine, a deer jumps out in front of my car from the median, not from like the
Yeah, yeah.
wilderness, from the median. I'm going, trying not to hit it. It hits me, and insurance totals the car. I
Oh,
bought the
no.
car for 5 grand. Insurance pays me out like 6 grand, which was convenient.
Right. It's
Um,
very convenient.
but because I was working remote, I didn't buy a new car because then like used cars are stupid expensive right now. So
Everything.
we stuck with the minivan. I'm still working remote. It's worked out, but
Yeah.
now with kids getting older, multiple sporting events or activities throughout the week. Probably either later this year, early next year, we'll up, upgrade from one car to two cars. But we've gone for two cars like 3 years now. It's
It's
pretty
kind of
great.
refreshing, right?
It's refreshing. It has not been a headache up until
Yeah.
it's been occasionally a challenge this
Yes.
year.
Because once they get into whether it's sports or other activities, it doesn't matter if it's dancing, whatever, it just it gets very difficult because you got two kids that need to be in the same or in different locations at the same time. And
Yeah,
that's because we experimented. We thought we were going to try to do that during COVID. And then once things started opening up again and activities started, it was like, dude, we can't do it. Even though I
yeah,
work virtual, but my wife's a therapist that works in an office. So the dream was over, man. So
yeah.
now it's just
Well,
back to two cars.
but I think one of the other challenges, it seems like everywhere in California is kind of a pain to get to, and you can't necessarily centrally locate your life. You're a little bit spread out just by nature of like
You are.
activity in
So
California.
LA is very spread out where I live, but
Yeah.
we live in what we call our little bubble here.
Okay.
So it's so funny. Like day to day, most of the stuff is within a mile and a half radius.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Right. And then, yeah, if you want to go, yeah, if we go to like a Kings game in downtown, we'll do that or go visit
Yeah.
friends in Santa Monica or stuff like that. Yeah. Then it's a drive, but it's so fun. It's like any other place. Your school, grocery stores, your restaurants, it's all within, like I said, a mile and a half. So it's kind of funny. You end up not leaving the bubble too much. So where did you and your wife meet? Was it in college?
We did not meet in college. We went at my college, but not in college. So I went
Okay.
to Colorado Christian for undergrad,
Okay.
went to grad school at Baylor University in
Uh,
Texas.
Nice.
When I came back, I visited Colorado Christian for there's like a big beginning of the year intramural kickoff
Yeah.
called Moonlight Volleyball, and my wife actually worked there in the admissions office.
Nice.
And so I was seeing a bunch of friends, hanging out, and one of my friends also had worked in the admissions office and introduced me to Lindsay. They had a spot open in their office, and I was
Yeah.
like, "I don't know, I haven't heard great things about alumni coming and working for the school."
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of a mixed bag, and that's what I said to my friend, and so I meet Lindsay, my wife,
Okay.
and she's like, "So I hear you don't wanna work in our office." I think that's her right there.
Lindsay's in the background. That
That's
was
her.
incredible. That's incredible,
That's her.
guys.
Yeah,
That's destiny. Thank you
that
very much.
is I could not have planned that better.
That's Advisor Unplugged for you guys. We bring it
Advisor
real.
Unplugged, this is a real background.
This is a real background. That's incredible.
This is real life. Anyways, we ended up working in the same office, only for, like, 9 months because
Yeah.
I went right from admissions to teaching, but about 2 months into my stint in admissions, college admissions, we took a trip from Austin, Texas, up to Dallas, and we stopped in Waco. So one
Yeah.
of the other guys was talking to potential students of the university, and my wife and I just went and paraded around Waco, and I just got to show her all the local stuff, hang out, do some tortilla tossing from the
Really?
yeah. It's a really stupid activity, but it's you just you stand on a bridge across the Brazos River
Yeah.
and you throw tortillas onto the cement pylons of the former bridge.
I
So,
love it. I love stupid activities like that. That's incredible. S- So you guys, okay, so if I back it up, you at Baylor, you got a master's in education, right?
I did get a master's in education.
So and you have this background in education. So at that time you're thinking, I'm gonna be a teacher.
Um, that's a great question. So I didn't necessarily start out getting into wanting to be a teacher. I wanted to coach, is what I really wanted to do.
What
And
did you
I
want
didn't
to
know where it
coach?
was gonna take me, but the program was sports pedagogy, which is a lot of focus on sports psychology
Yep.
and human biomechanics
Yeah.
and development that way. So, really what we were focused on is human movement, really trying to
Yeah.
how can we train people all the way from young babies through geriatric adults or coach them into moving. So, in terms of what I wanted to do, I was like, I love sports, I love coaching, I love mentoring. And the program at Baylor I actually applied for was sports management, which was a lot more like marketing or sports sales for like
Yeah.
professional or
Yeah.
collegiate teams. And so when in the application process, they were like, I think you'd be more interested in sports pedagogy. So I was like,
Wait,
"Oh,
JT, pause. Did you have a sport in mind?
not necessarily. I mean, I played baseball,
Yeah.
basketball, football in high
Were you
school.
jack of all trades?
Well, I went to a school small enough that I could be.
Yeah.
Um, so that
That's what
was
I still. I'm a jack
yeah,
of all trades and sports master of none.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Didn't play in college.
Yeah.
Probably could have because our sports teams were not good. Um, basketball, I probably could not have. Baseball, I definitely could have.
Yeah.
But anyways, just was like I didn't have a plan for after school. I had a lot of exposure with a big life insurance company and that internship, and it was like,
Yeah.
here, bring 300 names of your closest family and friends and
Oh
sell
yeah.
them whole life insurance policies. And I was like, this is like used car salesman for insurance. Like, I don't want to do this. Like, I'm
Right.
22 years old, being paid 100% commission. This is a recipe for disaster. So I
Brutal.
was like, oh, let's just go to grad school so I can, be a little bit more intentional with my life.
Yeah.
So I did, went to that program and I loved it. I got a teaching certificate as a part of it, came back to Colorado. That was like 2011. So, or end of 2011 is when I graduated. So early 2012. So like we're just coming out of the, little 2008, 2009 bubble.
Yep.
Um, Jobs are still tricky to find. And I was like, you know, the only thing I was focused on was coaching.
Yeah.
So I started coaching high school baseball at where I went to high school, which was great. Got to coach with my high school coach. Um, Ended up coaching softball, learning a lot about softball. There are some wonky rules there that I had no idea about. Um, and by the time that I was married and my wife and I were ready for our first kid, I needed to transition out of coaching. And so, like, it's this weird transition of like life, like, whether you are intentional about it or not, like life just kind of progresses. And the more intentional you are, I think it progresses a little easier. I've been blessed enough that some things just kind of fell into my lap. But at least was intentional enough to out some people to provide some insight into my life that I didn't necessarily have.
So is this now? Are we starting to percolate on financial planning? Are we starting to lead out that road?
I had no idea what financial planning even was. I was interested in the markets and
Yeah.
helping people with their money, um, or their finances, etcetera. I didn't really know what that meant. I just was interested in it. And so what I ended up doing, I was progressing into athletic director where I was a teacher at because
Yeah.
I coached at a different school than I taught at.
Okay.
We didn't have, it was a charter school, did not have an athletic program. And so I was trying to develop one to join the competitive league in Colorado.
Yeah.
And it seemed like my principal wanted more of a everybody participates the same, everybody gets a medal. And I was like, look, that's fine if you want to build that program. I can't build that program.
Yeah.
I am too competitive. You want to join a competitive league? Like this is not going to end well. So I
Sure.
stepped back from that and then was like, my wife is pregnant with our first kid. She does not want to have to work,
Yeah.
and so I was like, being a PE teacher, baseball, softball coach is a fairly low comp ceiling, unfortunately, and a lot of time
Unfortunately.
away from home, and I
Yeah.
didn't wanna
It
be in
is.
public school administration, honestly, because I didn't wanna deal with parents. That was the hardest part about being a teacher was parents,
But
uh,
I can
not kids.
imagine. I can
So,
imagine. It's hard.
yeah, it was just unfortunate that that's the case, so, um, anyways, was like, "Let's explore financial whatever. Like I want to know more about the markets.
Yeah.
I'm really interested. One of my mentors in college, she was a former vice president at a mutual fund company. And she said, "Here, why don't you go talk to all my close friends who are in this space and see where you fit?" And they were like, "Yeah, you just need some education and certifications and training, and you'll be off to the races." So ended up at Charles Schwab,
Yeah.
actually worked on a team with Jordan, who
Yeah.
is one of our senior advisors
Yes,
here.
yes, sir.
So that's pretty cool. And just set off from there. I progressed pretty quickly, was able to learn a lot,
Yeah.
learn a lot of, I mean, I was a stockbroker for a little bit, which is
Love
kind of
that.
crazy to say that you like have been a stockbroker, like
Yeah.
ripping trades on the trading desk.
Ripping trades. I love that.
So, my favorite experience about that was I worked election night 2016, when
2016. Okay.
Trump got elected,
Yeah.
and people are calling in, "Sell everything or buy everything." Like, I got the whole range of the spectrum. So, it
You
was like
did. So you get to
a
experience being it's crazy, like, I had visions of that too, man. I just wanna be a stockbroker. I was interested in finance, saw a couple movies in the '80s and '90s, I was like, "I'm ready, Boiler Room style, dude, let's do this."
Yeah,
Right? And so
yeah,
so
yeah,
that's
man.
okay, so you start that at Schwab, and then how do you bridge this gap till we get to Root?
Yeah. I earned my CFP while I was at Schwab. I
Yeah.
literally this was actually kind of a crazy story. So, in 2018, my wife and I moved from Colorado to Virginia.
Yep.
July 2018, I take my CFP,
Okay.
pass it, drive out the next day to Virginia to move across the country. And so ended up so Schwab is on the custodian broker dealer side of things, and
Yeah.
a place like Root is on the RIA side of things. They're totally separate. So I
Yep.
was transitioning from the broker dealer to the RIA side. I was at a small shop, a small company. This was a subsidiary of an accounting firm. It was a
Yeah.
great place for me to start, and I was a financial planner. Got
Yes.
recruited away from there to a bigger firm with a
Okay.
little bit of a commute. And I'm from Colorado, like, I'm not from California. I don't do commuting. And so when I started, it was like a 30-minute commute each way, which is
Yeah.
like pretty much the max that I'm comfortable doing.
For
And
sure.
then it was quickly progressed to an hour each way. And I was like, man, I
Hard
will change careers before I spend 2 weeks
hard
a year in
pass.
a car.
Oh, yeah. Especially when you have
So
kids. Once you have
yeah,
kids, yeah, your interests change and you're willing to do less of that stuff for a lot of people. I mean, some people do it, but, like, yeah, you're I don't wanna travel as much. I don't wanna waste time in a car. I feel you on that. So the
yeah.
commute just got really big, and then what'd you do?
I was like, I switched into tech because I was
Okay.
like, I'm not gonna have a big impact. It was a much bigger RIA, even bigger than Root is right now. I'm not gonna have an impact on this business. I'm I'm not in a role that's going to advance very quickly. I
Okay.
would much rather switch careers and start my own RIA on the side. And
Yeah.
so I was like, let's try and do that. Well, that was, 2022 when everybody was in tech.
Yep.
And at that point, I switched into tech. 9 months later, I get laid off from tech when everybody was getting laid off from tech. And
Yes.
so I was like, I mean, I'm married, 4 kids. I need health insurance and income. So I was like, if someone has built what I would have hoped to have built, let's try and join them. And I found James. I had actually not even seen the podcast or the YouTube channel before. I
Really?
just
Okay.
found it on LinkedIn. So it was like the stars aligned, like for me to find Root, and I was employee number 7,
Employee
like
number 7,
very
folks,
blessed.
listen to that. JT's one of our most tenured, Root employees here, so he's got a lot of wisdom, he's got the philosophy down, of course, and it's yeah, we were just saying that on this morning's meeting, right? JT's number
Yeah,
7,
number
and
7.
we just hired number 53.
53, yeah, my new associate, Grace,
Yep.
which I'm so excited to work with. She's gonna kill it. I'm so thankful to have
That's
Grace in
so
my life.
exciting, man.
Yeah.
Um, so, like, how would you say the journey's been here? Because you've watched us grow from this small seven-man firm to now. How's it been for you?
It's been awesome. I really enjoyed it. Like, I would change nothing about being at Root or the whole journey here. Like, obviously, with being a small company, there's a lot that you're going to need to figure out, and so there
Yeah.
like might be some growing pains. But like switching from what our original process was for bringing clients in to what it is now, like I had a lot of apprehension on.
Yeah.
But it's like it has gone so much better than I could have even imagined, and
Yeah.
so I just think that goes to show that James and Ari know exactly what they're doing, and I'm totally okay just kicking back and helping people live the lives that they wanna live.
Okay. So when we talk about what we do, how would you describe your approach with working with clients?
Yeah. My approach is really to amplify what people already know that they want out of life. And it's not, "Hey, JT has his own agenda coming to your financial circumstance." It is, "I wanna know what you want out of life so that I can make that a reality and
Yeah.
make sure that it's not compromised in the future based on anything that might come our way." I really enjoy James' analogy of we're creating a roadmap for the rest of your life, and we're more
Yeah.
concerned about direction over speed. And so,
Hmm.
where you're going is where you want to go. How fast we get there is TBD.
Yes. Yeah. I like that. Um, so when a client is working with you, what should they expect when starting to work with you?
Yeah. I think they should expect someone who's going to be incredibly relational.
Hmm.
And I mean, I'm a former educator, so I care more about what are the goals that you have, and let's create a plan to accomplish those goals. And
Yeah.
I'm going to be there every step of the way, giving you advice and tools and tips and tricks on ways in which we can make that a reality, either sooner or eventually.
Yes.
And so I very much am a coach at heart.
I
I can't get
truly
away from that.
believe, JT, that's what makes you so dynamic because you have that 1-2 punch. And what I celebrate, with potential clients going to you is like, look, you've got a guy that is an educator and a coach background. That's huge, especially because not every client that we onboard is a master in finance who understands every little technical
Yeah.
detail about, financial planning. And that's scary to some people, right? And people want help understanding it. People don't want to feel like they're being spoken over to. And so I think that's really calming and um, beneficial for the fact that you have that background. It's just super dynamic for a lot of people. Puts people at ease, and hence why you get requested a lot.
Well, I appreciate that, Jay. My goal is not to make bigger of myself. My goal is to make my clients
Of course.
pursue and achieve a life that they have dreamed of. And some of that is let's dream a little bit together. I'm going to ask you some questions. You
Hmm.
have a life in mind. What if we can go a little bit further than you thought we could go before? What if we can do a little bit more travel or second home? Or
Yeah.
I have clients that are trying to buy a boat and sail the Caribbean for a certain period of time. It's like
Yeah.
I've I've never dreamed of buying a boat and sailing the Caribbean. We're kind of learning a little bit together. But let's make some of these like let's dream a little bit. Let's just not say, "Oh, I don't want to work." I think
Yeah.
that's one of the things that I focus on a lot is let's not retire from something. Let's retire to something.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even seen this with my dad of he's delaying retirement because he's like, "Oh, I don't really know what I wanna do. I
Yeah.
can't there's only so much golf I can play." I know you
Yes.
love golf, Jay, but, like, you can't golf 36
Oh,
holes every day. Like,
yeah.
that there's just a limit to what you can do. Plus, my dad is now in Colorado and well, still in Colorado. I'm the one
Yeah.
that moved, but
Yeah.
he's in Colorado. He sold his business just last year, and now he's at this point of, like, "Maybe I should have done this, 1 or 2 years sooner," because I'm at the point where now I'm ready. Now I have that thing that I'm going towards.
Yes.
And once you know what you're going towards, it makes so much of the financial planning process easier and really fall into place
Okay.
because you have this vision of what you want your life to look like or a joint life, whatever it may be. And you're chasing that. Now you're like, oh, this is now my desire rather than I'm just frustrated at work and I'm trying to get away from it.
For sure. For sure.
It's such a unique spot to be in because I mean, there are times having been a financial advisor, not necessarily here at Root, but in the past that I've been like part financial advisor, part therapist, part
Therapist. Yeah.
marriage counselor.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, guys, you are not the problem. Like, you are not the problem and you are not the problem. This is the
This
problem.
is the
Like,
problem. I know. I should add that because a lot of, yeah, a lot of it is like marriage counseling sometimes when you deal with a couple and therapy. It's a very interesting dynamic, but that's good. You're getting down to the weeds of it. And I know our clients really appreciate that, right?
absolutely they do. When money just amplifies stress. And so many people bring some baggage or concern or,
Oh yeah.
I mean, dare I say trauma regarding finances from
Big
the
time.
past. Like I mean, this is, you know, it's one of those circumstances where it's like the physician is like the least what is it? Like when the physician is least prone to working on their own health. Like
Yes.
I'm guilty of not working on my own financial health at
Yes,
times. And in the past, I've been totally irresponsible with money. And
for
so the
sure.
ability to come to clients and be transparent and just say, "Look, I've been like, if you're in a tough spot, I've been in tough spots before, but
I've been in your
I'm
shoes.
here to help us work out of it." Like, again, we're going towards something. We're not here to have JT try and shame you. I've got no judgment. Like, I've been exactly where have you been
Yeah.
if you're in a tough spot. But most clients are coming to us, they're not in a tough spot. They're just in an uncertain circumstance of I know where I want to be. I just don't know how to get there.
Okay.
And that's where we step in and say, we're not going to tell you what to do. We're going to coach you
Yeah.
into these are all of the available options. We'll tell you which one we think is the best, but you get to
Mhm.
pick because it's your life, it's your money. Like we're not here to be the arbiters of all things finance for your life. We're
Yeah.
here to be the coach to say,
Yeah.
here are the possibilities. This is how we think it's best to get there, but you still get to choose.
Yes. So speaking of your life, what does the Trimble Wolf Pack do outside of I know you're a hard worker, but what's the wolf pack doing in off time right now?
Off time. Well, so the 2 trips we just went on, one
Yeah.
was to Pittsburgh. My kids are huge Dude Perfect fans. If you've I know I shared that internally,
Yeah, I
but,
know all about it. Yeah.
big YouTube channel, one of the few YouTube channels bigger than Ari and James, Dude Perfect.
One of the few. Yep.
My kids were huge fans, and so that was our Christmas present to them. So we went to Pittsburgh, where my wife went to college at Duquesne,
Yeah.
um, hung out, went to Dude Perfect. Next day, went to Steelers training camp, went to a Pirates game.
Why?
Dude, it was a jam-packed 48 hours, but it was awesome.
That's incredible. That's
Yeah,
incredible. That is such a cool summer trip.
yeah.
Dude
It was a great
perfect
time.
sports games. So wait, how I'm curious, how did your 3-year-old do with all that? Games are tough. It's a long
Well, so we started up in our seats in the 3rd deck,
yeah.
watched it for a couple innings, then walked down, I think it's PNC Park.
Yeah.
Great park.
Yeah.
Um, they have some playgrounds inside the stadium, and so we walked down to the playgrounds,
That's
played
smart.
on the playgrounds for a couple innings, and then the game actually went into extra innings. So we
Yeah.
were at the playground, and then we're at those, like, seats in the outfield. It's like a bar with some high top bar stools that
Yep.
are just like open seating, first come, first serve. Watched the game from there for a couple innings, and then when it was in extra innings, we went down to some nice seats in the first level in the on the right field baseline.
So they
Uh,
had fun.
and they had a great time.
Yeah.
So there's also like the little stands everywhere that are, a little bit of advertising. Here, get solar roof or,
Of
whatever. That
course.
have like a little wheel you can spin.
Yeah.
And they always have candy. And so we just hit up all the candy spots for the kids.
I love that.
Got a pretzel or got water or whatever. So she
Are
had a great time for her first ball game.
That's impressive. Yeah, I took my kids to the first Dodger game when they were 3 and 5. Of course, it was like outfield seats, summer day game, scorching hot.
I bet it was hot.
And within a couple innings, they're like, "What are we doing here?" Right? These poor kids are sitting in a chair watching baseball, and I'm just like, "Oh god." So you're
Dude,
walking them around, you're doing that
yeah.
stuff, but I don't think we made it the whole game. Um,
Thankfully, it was a night game, so it wasn't wicked hot.
Wicked hot, I know. So wait, are all of them do they all have different activities they're into right now?
They're not all in different we have been able this might be the last year we can do this, but we have been
Yeah.
able to focus only on, like, a couple
Yeah.
each season. So,
Okay.
like, this year in the spring, it was number 2 and 4, they were in dance during the day, and
Okay.
number 3, he was in T-ball. So I coached T-ball,
Yes.
for him in the and it was like, 1 practice a week, 1 game on a Saturday. But we're generally trying to take it like 1 season at a time. Each kid gets like their own season of focus so that like in the evenings, it's only 1 kid doing 1 activity. But now that they're older and there's like my oldest, he's missed out on he had basketball in the winter. So we skipped over something in the spring for him. The summer they all did swim team and so that's everybody going to the same place at the same
Yep.
time.
That's good.
Now in the fall, we've got some decisions to make. Do we put 2 in 1? Girls wanna do gymnastics, boys wanna do soccer or baseball.
Yeah.
Flag football is always a big one, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
Do you still have the coaching bug?
Oh, yeah, man. I've literally coached except for my 3-year-old because she
Yeah.
hasn't done a sport that I
Yeah, of course.
coached. I mean, I coached baseball for my oldest, flag football for him. My second, she also did flag football. I coached basketball for my oldest, t-ball for my third. Like, I love coaching. It's so much fun.
It's the best. I honestly did not know how much I was gonna fall in love with it because
Oh,
I just started when the kids were young in soccer,
yeah,
and then obviously it's a sport I was very passionate about, played,
yeah,
and then I think it's just so interesting when you work with kids at a young age because 'cause you're like, you can literally see them develop in
yeah.
front of your eyes,
Oh, yeah,
right? You're not fine tuning things like you are with, like, pro athletes.
yeah.
You're watching these kids, like, developmentally grow week to week, and there was something I just loved about that, right? And,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
my goal was always, like I told parents, I was like, "My goal is to get your kid to come back the next year."
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's
Absolutely.
this simple overarching goal, right? And then we're gonna
Yeah,
do it through fun and development and stuff, and then, yeah, just taking on this whole thing where I'm chasing licenses, I'm trying to get deeper into it, and I'm
yeah.
fully obsessed with it. Fully.
What's unique about soccer is all the licensing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the
Like,
licensing.
baseball doesn't have that.
Oh, it doesn't?
No. Like, there are certain from what I understand, I have not coached soccer before, but,
Yeah,
like, there's a certain license where you cannot coach above that level until
correct.
you get a new one.
So, yeah, when you coach at the rec league, they offer, U10 coaching certification, U12. And then when you want to go do club soccer, you got to get your D license, right? There's
Yeah,
grassroots and D license. And then as you go into the elite levels, it goes C, B, and then A is at the pro level. But it gets deeper and deeper. So like the
yeah.
next step for me is to get my D license, and then we'll see what happens. But I'm obsessed. Like I have the like learning bug.
Oh, yeah.
And it's something I'm passionate about, and so it's cool. It's just yeah, it's just so interesting because I never thought it
Yeah.
was gonna turn into this.
Dude, Jay, if I was not a financial advisor, I would probably be a stay-at-home dad with aspirations to be some sort of professional coach.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
It's incredible,
you
but at
know?
least we get to do with our kids, right? And that's the
Yeah,
fun thing.
absolutely.
So, are you so you're coaching baseball now?
I'm not coaching right now.
Okay,
We don't have any plans for the fall for any activities yet. I'm sure they'll come, but, um, I mean, my wife could honestly already have plans to enroll the kids in whatever, and I just sign up to coach.
right.
My calendar in my mind ends in August 31st, so
For
I'm
sure.
like I'm like 1 month at a time right now.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Um, so I know you, like, travel this summer. Is that, like, a big thing that you and the fam try to do, like, every year? Do you try to set up, like, "Okay, we're gonna try to get 4 family trips this year?" Or is it kinda like, "Well, we live kinda month to month," and then, "Oh, yeah, we should plan something right now."
Yeah. We well, Dude Perfect was a Christmas present.
Yep.
So that one was pre-planned. The last time we took an extended big family trip, that's like just us, actual vacation, not like, "Oh, it's a holiday, we're gonna go visit JT's family in Colorado."
Yeah.
Was right before I started at Root, and that was Oak Island, North Carolina.
Okay.
And that's our next trip is Oak Island, North Carolina
Okay.
in like 2 weeks. And so, we knew we wanted to do that this summer. We just didn't know exactly when. So,
Yeah.
beginning of the year, we knew we were gonna go back. We just didn't have the exact time frame picked out.
Okay.
So that's like not a complete answer to your question though. I have some friends who him and his wife they're like, "Where do we wanna go this year?" And they're like, "Well, we wanna do this number of trips. This one's gonna be with your family this year," and they,
Yeah.
like, alternate. "This one is gonna be holiday. This is gonna be just us. This is gonna be with our friends." And so they, at the beginning of the year, plan out their full year of travel, which was a little novel to me because 'cause I'm like, I kinda like flying by the seat of my pants when it comes
I do
to
too.
my personal life sometimes. Um like, for example, this Oak Island trip, I have not even booked our beach house yet
Yeah. Of
because, like, some of the best deals are, like, less than 2 weeks out from actually
course.
traveling.
But
So, there's, like, a little bit of maybe I need to be more intentional and just be okay spending a little bit more money so my wife is not stressed out,
yes.
but I don't know, I just kinda get a little bit of a thrill being like, "Oh, let's figure out where we're gonna go."
Yeah, because the problem is I've realized I think I don't like waiting.
Yeah,
So I love the idea of going, okay, we're gonna organize, we're gonna put things on the calendar. But like, yeah, you plan a trip to Hawaii in a year. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
cool. Now I gotta wait a year versus
yeah.
like, hey, it's August. Let's we call it like a rebel run. Let's do a rebel run to like Hawaii, right? In 2 weeks.
Yeah,
And let's just plan it. And then you're like, then you're right in it. You're planning it, you're excited, and then boom, you go. And yeah, my wife, who's more of an organized person, would like to do more detailed planning. So I'm getting better at it
yeah.
because I realize like because it's like always every year with my kids are now into skiing and snowboarding and pulled
Oh,
me out of
there we go.
retirement. And that's something I want to do. But I always wait till the winter and be like, oh, we should go do something. We should go do here. And then you
Yeah,
never do it. So I'm trying to be like, okay, like now I'm going to book a trip just so we have it on the books and then we actually do it.
yeah,
Um,
totally.
so that's the hard part. So what do you guys do about because you're away from your family? What do you guys do about trying to get like date nights in and stuff?
Oh, man, Jay, you are you are hitting a nerve.
Your
Uh,
nerves are
we are very blessed to have a community where we have just my wife is we joke around that she's the mayor of Leesburg because
yes.
everywhere we go, she knows someone there. Like, we'll go out to dinner, table. These people, I have no idea who they are, and my wife's like, "Oh, this is such and such from this, that, and the other," and I'm like, I've never seen these people before in my life. Oh, they have these, teenage girls, like they're gonna watch our kids next week when we go out for whatever. I'm like, oh Lord, my life would be a mess if I did not have my wife so organized.
Totally.
Like it's kind of crazy how organized I can be at work and how my personal life can just be like a total. And maybe it's because I've so much trust in my wife that I
Yeah.
know it's
Yeah.
gonna
For
get
sure.
handled.
For sure.
Like, if I had to do it, I'm sure it would be really organized, but
Yeah.
in terms of, like, date nights and whatnot, I just leave that to my wife to figure out who's gonna watch the kids. Usually, that just means we have to find someone, and
Yeah. Of
so,
course.
we have plenty of, gals from church,
Oh, cool.
either teenage gals, there's a bunch of college students that, attend our church as well.
Nice.
We've actually met quite a few families that have younger teenage girls or, like, preteens. Young Life is a big organization out here, and so we have some connections to some other high school gals, who've watched our kids.
Yeah.
And when we have friends come into town, like we had some friends stay with us this summer, and so they have 4 kids. We have 4 kids. So it was 8 kids. It's a hefty
The party.
babysitter bill, but we still found someone that was willing to do it, and we were able to walk downtown and hang out.
That's so cool. 8 kids. That's a big task. Um, all right. Give us something. What's something the world doesn't know about you?
The world doesn't know about me?
or whatever, at least us at Root.
I mean, I shared this internally today on like the, JT's anniversary or whatever, but I was really into percussion for a long time. So
Mhm.
mainly, the trap set. But when arena football was a big deal,
Yeah.
Colorado had an arena football team, and I was in a trash can band with my cousin. He organized it, and so we played at all the arena football games. So I was like one of those bands or groups that like goes around the stadium and plays in like between plays or like
Are
commercial breaks and whatnot.
are you
Played outside the
serious?
stadium, played on the field. Yeah,
How long did you do that for?
oh, a couple seasons, man. Like it was when I was in college. I think it was like 2 seasons at least.
Do you still actively play, instruments?
I would love to. My wife,
Yeah.
I'm like fiddling around, tapping on whatever whenever there's music on,
Yeah.
or even when there's not, and she's like, "JT, please stop. Like,
Please
I
stop.
cannot take it anymore." And I'm like, "It's
Yeah,
just fun."
overstimulated. 4
Yeah,
kids in the house and instruments would be a tough scene.
yeah. But we're trying to teach my oldest how to play the guitar, so I'm trying to like contribute to that in some
Okay.
way.
I
So
like that.
trying to pick it up here and there, but yeah.
Alright. Do you have any niche passions?
Niche passions.
I love a niche passion.
What do you know about football cards, Jay?
Football cards? Very little. I never collected them.
Well, I'm trying to flip them right now. So, like, it's just one of those hobbies that's like it can be fairly mindless,
Yeah.
and then as long as I'm breaking even, I'm enjoying it. So,
Did you have a collection from when you were a kid, or have you bought them as being an adult, and now you're kind of flipping them?
it's mostly the latter.
Yeah.
The ones that because growing up, I mostly collected baseball cards.
Yeah, me too.
Now it's shifted to football cards because the rosters are smaller and the
Mhm.
turnover is less.
Yeah.
You focus on a smaller number of positions, quite honestly.
Okay.
Um, and so it's just been one of those things that my buddy got me into, and it's fun to talk about. I love football. Um, Football's a big season in our house. Like
Yeah.
whether it's Saturday watching college, I'm mostly a college football fan. Um, but still a Broncos fan. Wife's a huge Steelers fan, so Sunday afternoons are big football for us. So it's just fun. Fantasy football turned into football cards, and like,
Football card. I love it.
yeah,
Okay. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right. I've taken a lot of your time. Let's finish with rapid fire.
rapid
Okay.
fire. I love it.
Early bird or night owl?
Early bird.
What time you getting up, bud?
I'm not gonna say I'm Jocko Willing, but I'm trying to be.
Oh my God. What time? Are you doing like pre
Like
5 a.m.?
5:30.
5:30?
Yeah.
Okay. But is part of that like, do your kids get up early? Any of them?
Not usually.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yeah, not usually, but because they have been in the past, like, with babies and whatnot, like, it just naturally flowed.
Okay. All right. Podcast or playlist?
Oh, playlist for sure.
Are you eclectic in your music palette, or are you focused heavy on one genre right now?
I'm eclectic,
Okay.
but of late, it's been one guy, his name's Forrest Frank, I can't get enough.
Really? What
Yeah.
kind of music is that?
I cannot tell you what kind of music it is. It is young people music, Jay, and I love
Okay.
it.
Love it. Forrest Frank. All right. I gotta check that out. Um, I think you might have already said it, but what's your favorite vacation spot?
Favorite vacation spot? My wife and I honeymooned in Costa Rica, and I've been there twice. I
You have?
I would love to go back. Costa Rica is killer, man.
Okay. I need to get a pro tips because that's what we've been trying to do as a family for the last couple years.
Yeah,
And we're gonna try to do it next spring break.
dude.
So I need the pro tip on that because I've heard
Yeah,
it's very family friendly. It's
yeah.
fun. All
Jaco
right.
Beach.
Taco Beach?
Jaco, Jaco, Jaco.
Oh, Hako Beach. Okay. Um, that's that's one of your favorite spots?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Hands down. It's awesome. It's
Okay.
on the Pacific side. I have not been to the Atlantic side, so that's not to say it's not great, but
Right.
Pacific side, Jaco Beach, you'll love it.
Okay. All right. I love that. One word your friends would use to describe you.
Mm, one word. We will say, oh man, this is not rapid fire. This is rapid stun. Um, dude, Fun. We'll just say fun.
Fun's a great one. Okay, last but not least, what's your dream retirement scenario look like?
Oh, dream retirement scenario is my kids are out of college, which means, when the youngest is out of college, the oldest has been out of college for at least 6 years.
Yep.
Maybe married, maybe kids, maybe not. But my wife and I can just visit the kids wherever they are, local, elsewhere, but we just get to go do whatever we want. Like, it doesn't matter if that's go to the beach and bring all the fam with us
Yep.
or just us two, or we get to go play pickleball. I think that's like dream retirement right now is the freedom to
Yes,
not
the
have to
freedom.
schedule what we do.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Because that's like the
Um,
big thing being a parent right now is everything has to be scheduled.
oh yeah, it's like I tell my family it's like we're on a bullet train. You got to jump on, right? Like you're just going boom, 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 and
There is
then
a lot of
you're
life happening right now.
a
Don't
lot of
get
life
me.
happening. Well, that was great. JT, thank you, man. I appreciate you. You're such a good
Yeah, you
guy.
Jay.
You're such a good family man. I love that about you. I relate to you a lot with your background and wanting to help people, educate, coach people. And that's what you're so good at. And that's why our clients love you. And we're so lucky to have you at Root. And I'm so lucky to be able to provide you as an option as one of our advisors for potential clients. And I always know they're in such good hands. So I just want to tell you how much I appreciate you. And I appreciate all the times. It's not a lot, but the time that we get to spend together.
Dude, Jay, whenever you need a golfing buddy, you let me know and I'll make sure James flies me out and we can golf all we want.
Dude, I need someone to pull me out of retirement for sure. Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Jay. I appreciate it, man.
Okay, buddy. Take care.
See ya.